Let's watch this short video real quick, then we'll be right back.
It doesn't do enough then, ladies and gentlemen, for us to teach our children about the instrumental values, if we don't teach them the impact of the institutional values on the distribution of the latter. Otherwise, our kids don't get the full message and don't know how to behave. Now, when I was a young woman looking for a job in 1947, the newspapers would advertise, "No Negroes need apply." All right? Chicago, Illinois, March 28, 1947, Chicago, Illinois. I did not say Mississippi.
All right.
North, I was up north. All right? Right. So, what did that say? That said that on March 28, 1947, when I was looking for my first job, affirmative action was for white people. Now, just because we didn't call it that then, ladies and gentlemen, doesn't mean it wasn't. And now that it's our turn to have affirmative action, it's suddenly no turns. No turns. It's always our turn, right? It's always white people's turn for affirmative action. Nobody else gets a turn. So much for taking turns. But isn't that what we teach for 2 weeks in kindergarten? Oh, the teacher tells you, your child has to learn to take a turn. We teach him take a turn in kindergarten, take a turn in first grade, take a turn in second grade, wait your turn in third grade, don't butt in fourth grade, stay in line in fifth grade. When you get to be an adult, you stand and queue up at the cashier. Take your turn, wait your turn. But don't nobody take no turns in this country. It's always the white man's turn. It's always the rich man's turn. It's always their turn.
All right.
So much for taking turns. In 1954, the U.S. Supreme Court overturned Plessy versus Ferguson, which legalized Jim Crow, and the overt racism that we knew as Jim Crow was forbidden. And most Negroes, now calling themselves black, thought the problem was solved. Black folks just didn't get it. We just didn't get it. We thought that the problem was segregation. But segregation was a symbol of the problem. The problem was this institutional value system of race, gender, and wealth. That's the problem.
The problem was never segregation. Segregation was just a symbol of the problem. Now, the reason I played this clip and I wanted us to do this short video on the clip is because this is Black History Month. And I am just here to encourage you to teach the younger generation their real history. History is events that have happened in the past. We don't have the power to change them. We shouldn't try to sugarcoat them. We should teach them exactly how they are. Like she rightly stated, we have to educate. Teach them what they need to know so that they don't lose their identity. They need to know this fact to be able to grow up as strong black women and men. All of these things don't get taught in schools. And they are not that far. 1954, 1947, these dates are just few years back, few decades back. But we are trying so hard to cover this history up. It is not our job. As we shouldn't cover the news up, we shouldn't be covering history up. These events happen. Teach them the way they happen.